lot of the materials that I'm attracted to are natural, and that's probably because the natural environment is so important to me. The house I live in is rooted in its natural environment, and a lot of the works of art are organic in the material, and that's what first draws me into them and then allows me to build meaning out of that. What engages me about a piece in the very beginning is what material it's made of, particularly if it's a non-traditional material, because that's what we all really value about art. Artists look at the world in ways that the rest of us could never imagine. They show us new ways of seeing and understanding, and material is integral to that. Victor Grippo also has used food in this piece. He made these orthogonal shapes made of lead, the volumes, and then he filled them with black beans. He's from Brazil, so he used the food of all the people in his country. They were slightly moistened so that once they were in the containers, they started absorbing that moisture, and then the gases built up and they exploded out of these shapes. And of course, he had no idea how they would explode, but they've made this beautiful image out of food of peasants and food of all kinds of people. And people that come to my house, and I can see them sometimes rolling their eyes, but literally rolling their eyes, and if not literally, probably metaphorically rolling their eyes. What I really hope for, and often through the material, is that they will at least look at it, and it will make them wonder. And if that can engage someone for just a minute, then I think their mind can start getting around why would an artist have ever used that, even if it makes them angry. Often that's how I have entered a work of art, was through anger at why would someone have used that, and why is that a work of art? And once you get engaged with it, suddenly you can start finding meaning from it. And it means then so much more to you than if someone told you what that meant to them. This sculpture is by a German artist named A.R. Pink. He was living in East Germany, and really he had no materials to make art out of, so he used masking tape. That was about all he had. And he made this sculpture that when I look at it, it is the most, I think it is something related to a human figure. And it's the most abject, sad thing. And I think it brings a lot of his life and what life was like for him as an artist in East Germany to this work. I think it embodies the kind of life that he and his fellow citizens had to be living at that time. This is a piece by the composer John Cage, and so he used sound as his medium, which is pretty cool, and it conveys an idea about the world in a way that you could never get any other way. These are all little music boxes, and when you wind them up, they're all playing some lullaby, but of course at different speeds, and they're starting at different times, so that what you hear is what you think is chaos. And that's the way we receive the world often, is it seems chaotic to us. But I think what he's saying is that there is meaning behind that if you can only discover the pattern.